So welcome to another episode of Canadian History X. Today we're doing the most to ghost, and we're going to be looking at the community of Galilee. And Galilee lasted for about 1913 to the 1920s, 30s, and by the 1950s, 60s it was gone. Now we're in an old abandoned building that's about a half hour south of Moose Jaw. And if you look on Google Maps, it says that this is Galilee, but it's not. To get to Galilee, you got to go about a kilometer to the south and a kilometer to the east through a farmer's field. So let's look at what was the community of Galilee and what is there now. When you think of Galilee, you may be forgiven for not first thinking about the town that was once located south of Moose Jaw. After all, there is a much more famous Galilee out there. Nonetheless, there was a Galilee south of Moose Jaw, and like so many ghost towns, it was for a time a thriving location. The community got its start and its name thanks to James Hughes, a farmer who lived in the area. Also known as Preacher Hughes, he settled near a small lake that he named the Sea of Galilee, at least jokingly. While it may have been in jest, when he opened the post office out of his business, he gave it the name Galilee on January 1st, 1913. Located in the RM of Terrell, the community quickly sprang up, with the first elevator being built in 1916 by the Southern Elevator Company. That elevator would go through several hands, including Saskatchewan Wheat Pool, before it closed in 1959. In 1913, the post office was moved to a new location, and in 1914, the Sugar Loaf School District was created. 1 year later, the school was built. The name of the district, which may seem odd, actually comes from a mountain in the harbor of Rio de Janeiro, which shares the name. With the railway, several elevators, and many shops, the community of Galilee thrived. By the 1920s, the community was doing extremely well and reached its peak. Unfortunately, as with many other communities in Saskatchewan during the Great Depression, people began to leave in the 1930s, and the decline of the community began. In 1956, the school officially closed, but would still be used for church services until the 1960s. The railway was eventually dug up in the 1980s, and today, very little of the community remains.